There we go. It's another Saturday afternoon. It's a beautiful day in Oregon, so of course I'm here in the office catching up on things. I'm on call this weekend, so that's kind of part of the deal. Doctors, one of the few people who still carry pagers. I don't even think drug dealers carry pagers anymore, so we're the remaining holdouts. Anyways, in part of my ongoing efforts to document my time here and kind of preserve in some fashion this office where I've worked I've worked at West Hills for 20 years, but I think we've been here, I don't know how many years, but it's really more of my home than my home is because I spend more time here. I've put some videos together for each of my patient rooms, and I think today we're gonna take a walk through the hallways and look at what's on the walls before it all comes down in 8 months. So I know I've got time, but I'm just getting this done early. I tend to be a little bit early preparation. This is the alarm pad where I'm usually the first one to kind of buzz in the mornings. So there we go. I have a patient, I don't watch The Simpsons a whole lot anymore, but I used to, and I have a patient who wrote to Nancy Cartwright, who's the voice of Bart Simpson, and it got me a bunch of autographed stuff. So here's an autographed picture of the voice of Bart. Love Scott, love Nancy Cartwright, and then also the voice of, oh crap, I forgot his name. Nelson from The Simpsons as well. So I had those up in the room for a while, but I don't anymore. I don't know what I'm gonna do with all these diplomas. I guess they'll come over later. This is when I got my board certification. This is from my college degree, Bachelor of Arts in Biology from St. Olaf College. So I got this for completing my family practice residency. This is just from the Academy of Family Practitioners. This is from my actual residency program, which is sort of the most pathetic excuse for, they could have had some nicer paper, but there it is nonetheless. This is kind of a thing of the past. This is a light box for x-rays. Back in the day when I was training, we actually got to use light boxes. You'd throw up an x-ray. It was a very satisfying kind of chuck it up, take a look at the x-rays. Unfortunately, everything's digital now and screen. I mean, it's a good thing. We're not wasting film and chemicals to develop these, but it's very old school to do this and take a look at the light box, and old doctors like me are going to miss it. This is, I think, an x-ray I've kept around from 2008. I don't know if you can see right in there. I fractured my toe coming off the swim on a triathlon, but managed to then do the 40K bike ride and the 10K run with a broken toe. So yeah, proud of that. I've already talked about this painting, so I won't talk about that anymore. A few more diplomas. When you get your license from the state, you get that. This is my medical school diploma. And my medical school and residency were in Ohio, so I was board certified, or not, I got my state license in Ohio before I transferred to my state license in Oregon. And lastly, we'll look at my door. So I got, some of my college magnets there. There's another St. Olaf one there. I've got a great patient who made this for me. She's very handy. Keep calm. So Doctor Who fans will obviously know what that is. I spent a couple years going to Costa Rica for surfing camp, and this is their logo there. Surf Simply. It's an amazing outfit that teaches surfing, but unfortunately they've priced me out of it at this point. School board duties. I think we have outdoor school. Everybody gets their little, I forget what they call this, but it's your ID. You don't go by your name. So I was Doc. So that was my outdoor school thing. I don't know where the frog came from. One year, the staff put together gifts for the practitioners, which I think this is wonderful. This is definitely going with me. But they had the staff sort of describe different things about me. I like the tree. Very cool. They know me, a tree hugger. So they know me well. Genuine. So, I don't know, these are very adventurous. I like that. That was just very sweet of them. My name tag on the door for as long as it's left there. This has followed me around everywhere. This is from my organic chemistry days at St. Olaf, but I think we got rid of the rest of the chart, but I kept trimethylxanthine there because that is one of my favorite chemicals. For those of you who don't know, and I don't know why you would, that's caffeine right there. So that's the molecule for caffeine, which makes my life bearable. And then I have a bunch of stickers on my door. I think these are going to have to come off when I leave. Holden Village is a place that's very special to us. I won't get into it too much. And not all these things really mean something. I just put them on my window. I don't even know what that is. I'm guessing it's a surf thing. Mind the Gap. My son and I went to London the other year. That was good. My oldest son goes to Warren Wilson, at least until he transfers. This is something from the Holden Village, which it's just a road that leads from the lake to the village. I won't try to explain it anymore. Anybody recognize this? PDX carpet design. Nerd Herd is a robotics team from the high school, and it's kind of a weird thing, but yeah, Nerd Herd. So on the school board and stuff, supporting them. Shout out to Costa Rica, Nuts About Trees, my tree climbing stuff. New Zealand, obviously that's an important thing in our life. I like to run, that's the Run Oregon sticker. Redwoods, trees, are you sensing a theme here? Lucky to travel to Iceland twice, so we got a little Iceland thing. I don't even know if we can check into Foursquare anymore. HRC, showing support for everybody. Climb trees, do it. My Ironman sticker, that was from my Ironman Coeur d'Alene race. My child is a Dunaway Middle School honors student. That was a long time ago. OMA membership, and that's a Kiwi. That's a sign for AJ Hackett Bungee, so which is where you bungee jump in New Zealand. So that's my front door. These are the hallways where I work. This was a long video. Thanks for sticking around.